Hi folks, hello and welcome back to another video right here on the channel. So Melody, it's the first of the month, which means
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. And would you believe it is the penultimate episode of the series?
Wow.
Today guys, and one more next month, and we are done. Can you believe 16 months, 16 issues
That is amazing.
flown in? Crazy. Starting quickly for anybody who may just be fans here for the first time. This is the Fanhome Streetfighter collection. There's a magazine and a figure. 4 by in every box. We open them, we go through the magazine, we give you a quick blip of the figure, and then there is a little thing at the end where I put them on a turntable and you can look at them properly. Hopefully you've been with us from the beginning, and if not, why not? Okay, so let's get on with it. So Melody, this is issue number 55, and we have a lady, looks very Russian to me, by the name of Colin. I'm presuming it's Colin. Okay, so there she is. We'll call her Colin. You probably know somebody there shouting, it's Colin. I don't know. Okay, so let's have a look and see what she's about. Okay, the Ice Lady, loyal assistant of the Secret Society's leader and hugely gifted fighter. Oh yeah. When the mysterious Secret Society ordered the destruction of Shardaloo, Colin was ordered to carry out the deed. She will not stop until the criminal organisation is reduced into ashes. So it looks like she's one of the good guys.
Yeah.
We found throughout this series that they've been split between like the Shardaloo lot and the goodies, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so she says, I feel sorry for you. You've had a life of anguish and despair. You remind me of my former self. So she's quite a deep character already, isn't she? Yeah, I'm liking the look of it, to be fair. Some of the female characters, they're either weak and fast, or they're scantily clad, or both, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's really weird, isn't it, the Street Fighter universe? Okay, you put your faith in the wrong god. Even your ignorance exempts you from blame. I must punish you for it. So it's got like a holy mission in there. So it's obviously her holy mission. I'm not taking as in holy.
Yeah.
Is to destroy Shardaloo. Okay, so it says, did you know assistant and fighter Colin made a debut in Street Fighter 3 in 1997, although not as a selectable character?
Oh.
Okay. So during the run-up to the combat against Gil, the final boss of that game, we could see her next to him, merely as his assistant. Well, little spoiler guys, Gil is actually in this video as well. So I'm sure we'll see that little connection, because what they do tend to do is hook the 4 characters up, don't they?
Yeah.
And all these sorts of sections of the magazine, as you regular folks know now, are sort of all in line with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Colin, date of birth, 14th of February. Birthplace unknown, height 1.68 metres, weight 65 kilograms, and debut, as previously mentioned, 1997's Street Fighter 3. Okay. So, techniques and abilities, it says she's fast as a blizzard. Okay, so it says Colin's V-trigger and V-skills can turn the tables in combat. So we've got one called the Parabellum, which is the icy blade, the Frost Tower, which is the cryogenic pillar, the Hailstorm, the deadly hail, and the Diamond Dust, which is the frozen wave. So again, we just see all their special moves, and it's just an interest, like I say, every video of, like, you know, if you feel like playing this character and you don't know, and you think, well, okay, I wonder what kind of character she is. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It's very, I keep going back to like Russia, it's very symbolic of the USSR, of Russia. You know, you sort of look, that like immediately reminds you like the Kremlin. But I mean, obviously it's not. I mean, could it be symbology? Quite possibly, but okay. So any Russian viewers out there, drop us a line below, say hello. Okay, so Legend of Street Fighter. A Street Fighter in plastic and resin. Okay, so, so this has shown us now some of the figures. I mean, obviously this series has been around, figures and stuff. But yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it? I'm just going to show that instead of trying to explain it up. It just shows all like the different figures. I've just realised as well, with sort of saying about like Russia and stuff like that, this channel is a non-political entity. I welcome like viewers from all over the world. I don't get involved in world politics or anything like that. So a little disclaimer, put it serious for about 2 seconds. Nobody please leave me comments below saying I'm pro-Russian or anything like that. I'm just saying hello to a nation of people. Do you know what I mean? We have leaders ourselves that we're not necessarily proud of and stuff like that. But anyway, political broadcast over. All right, I had to put that disclaimer in there because somebody somewhere's going to roll me for it. Okay. Right, the history of Capcom. Capcom's soundtracks. Now, didn't we cover this? Was it last month with some of the vinyl? And I think Glenn sent us a comment saying he had some vinyl of like video game soundtracks, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, again, folks, you regulars here, obviously, know the fact that like there's like a lot of vinyl and stuff, and like how big this franchise actually is as we're coming towards the end of the series now. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's just Game Music Volume 3. It says the melodies accompanying a game can be as important as any other technical aspect.
Absolutely.
Somebody looking for a cheap little pun there. Okay, take any pun you can get with you, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Okay, the history of Capcom continued. Hit Parade, Resident Evil and Mega Man. Okay, so it says again about vintage music. So it just finishes the issue off, guys, with more vinyl and more music. The best music compilations from two of the best Capcom franchises. Okay, so obviously Mega Man we know is massive, and of course Resident Evil needs no introduction at all, if you'd be as kind, Mel.
There she is, or Colin.
Colin, I think it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it is Colin.
Okay. Can it be as brave as just like say Colin from the Kremlin? Oh. These names get into trouble, aren't they, this episode? Okay, so moving on. Number 56, Rashid. Okay, so again, looks like another interesting guy, doesn't he?
He does,
I'm
yeah.
just looked him in, he there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a little bit of a sort of Assassin's Creed kind of hint about him.
Yeah.
Might be the headdress, I'm not sure, but yeah, okay, let's have a look at Rashid. The turbulent wind, an acrobatic fighter with a passion for technology. You can kind of see like jam and peanut butter kind of mixed on, you think that shouldn't work.
Yeah.
Same
it
sort of
really
thing
does.
as acrobatic fighter with a passion for technology. So it says Rashid comes from an aristocratic Middle Eastern family and loves to be up to date with all the latest technological advances. He is a devoted user of social media and a dedicated traveller who roams the world with his loyal servant, Azam. He says, I am Rashid of the turbulent wind. Remember well the name of the one who will make you bite the dust. So he's quite a confident guy, isn't he? Just imagine giving you like a bit of a slapping while he's reading Facebook with the other hand, Okay. What do you think about my last blow? Well, tell me when you regain consciousness. Not a man to be messed with, is he? The Middle Eastern tornado. Rashid made his debut in Street Fighter V 2016 as part of the initial quartet of new fighters. So 7th of June is his date of birth. Birthplace, the Middle East. 1.78 metres in height. 85 kilograms in weight. And again, Street Fighter V 2016 is his debut. Okay, so what are you all thinking about this guy? Would you give him a go?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mess with him.
No, you wouldn't mess with him, would you? He's like all Street Fighters lethal, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Techniques and abilities gone with the wind. Rashid is a comfortable character to control, allowing any player to quickly make the most out of him. So it's one of them, isn't it? You get like your elite fighters, which are like the good fighters who are really tricky to use but have a big payoff. Or you get your slower fighters who are like tanky, who've got like lots of energy and power. Or you get, like I say every episode, don't I, Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Lethal, speedy, fast, but not that strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we have the whirlwind shot, we have the Visar, we have the spinning mixer, and we have the Altair. I wonder if this little play on words there. Because obviously, I know Street Fighter's been around forever, but so has Assassin's Creed, to be fair. I wonder if like anything to do with our Altair. Altair, of course, being the first protagonist of the original Assassin's Creed game. Which was a fantastic game, by the way, guys. Okay, that's a pretty... Yeah, there's a lot happening in that picture, isn't it? It's been pretty busy, isn't it? Okay, guys, so there's another piece of sparkling artwork for you. And as mentioned, anybody who wants these magazines at the end of the series, I'll give you one more little prompt, one more little poke in like the last episode next month. But yeah, please just either hit me up on like Facebook or something, or via the channel. My email address is on there and we'll sort that out for you. Okay, The Legend of Street Fighter 25th Soundbox, the greatest compilation of Street Fighter music to date. Okay, so this is a big CD collection by the look of it. It says premium collecting. The 11 compact discs that make up the Street Fighter 25th Soundbox also appeared in the Street Fighter 25th Anniversary Collector's Set. Now that'd be a thing of beauty, wouldn't it? That collector's set there. I mean, that'd be like for the hardcore collectors, obviously. But, you know, we could all sort of just have a little look and admire that, can't we? So we've gone from vinyl to CD format. Okay, the history of Capcom, the fear is back. The remakes of Resident Evil. Capcom updated several classics of the franchise for the new times. I have an Oculus headset, and there's Resident Evils on there. And that's just naughty, that, like, to be fair. Absolutely naughty. But yeah, Resident Evil, we've seen it appear a few times, haven't we, throughout the series. It's one of Capcom's biggest horror franchises. Started off on the PlayStation 1 and it was a massive hit, and obviously it's grown, it's been on everything, GameCube, you know, I say even down to like the headsets now and stuff. It well deserves its reputation, it really does. Resident Evil 4 being probably one of the standout titles of the series. You agree? Hit me below. If you don't, hit me below. Okay. Resurrecting more nightmares. The remakes of Resident Evil 2 and 3 allowed us to visit Raccoon City again. So we see Xbox One and we see PlayStation 4. Now I always get caught out every episode, don't I? I wasn't aware that they made like the remakes on, well, I was about to say current gen, they're not now, are they? Because we've obviously got PlayStation 5 and Xbox S.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. So even up to like last gen consoles now. But I mean, to be honest, you know, my opinion is a few retro gamers like your Jasons and that who watch the channel would probably agree with me, would you, Jason? To play it on like PlayStation 1 or something like that. The retro gamer in me always comes through as to anything modern, but hey, you know, it's all choice and a matter of opinion, isn't it? Do you want to know, Rashid? Show, if not so, indeed. Yeah, so I'll be interested to see this guy at the end on the turntable, to be fair, because he's got real, it's got to be like the Middle Eastern sort of, because the original AC was set in, I think it's Jerusalem, was one of the places, so, okay, so we have the aforementioned Gil, okay, so this was the boss of, what was her name, Colin, who we done earlier, strange looking guy, isn't he? Harley Quinn vibes, the red and the blue, yeah. Obviously not as attractive as Miss Robbie or Harley Quinn as a character anyway. Moving strictly on. So, Gil, the saviour, messiah, an immensely powerful man destined to lead a utopian world. Gil is possibly the world's most powerful being. He considers himself a messiah destined to guide humankind into a new era using the endless resources of the secret society which he leads to achieve his goal. Okay, he says, I respect your courage and commitment, but you'd be a fool if you decided to confront me. I mean, that's some weapon he's got at the front there, isn't it?
It is indeed.
We're getting towards the end of the series now, aren't we? Just shocking, sorry folks. Okay, your efforts are useless. Interfering with my divine plan will only serve to annoy me. Well, he's got a hell of an 80s head there, hasn't he? But I don't think I'd annoy him, to be fair. The ultimate final boss. Gil made his debut in Street Fighter 3, The New Generation, in 1997 as a non-selectable character. His physical appearance was based on ancient Greek and Roman gods. As for his persona, Judeo-Christian mythology was a clear source of inspiration for the creators of Street Fighter 3. Okay, so all this stuff, folks, his date of birth, his birthplace is unknown. 2.08 metres. 338 kilograms, Street Fighter 3, 1997. He's a big boy that you would not mess with, isn't he? Okay. Very, very, very diverse, aren't they? The range of characters in the Street Fighter franchise, don't you think? Yeah, he has always got like the body of like a Roman god or something there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so techniques and abilities, ice and fire. Pyrokinesis, cryokinesis. Okay, the elemental projectiles, basically, guys. He's throwing fire. Seraphic Wing, the Archangel of Destruction. Divine Comet, Heaven's Punishment. And the Primal Fire, stroke, Ice of Doom, the Freezing Hell. So, yeah, I mean, he would be a hell of a last boss, wouldn't he, to be fair? Look at the physique on that guy there. So there are the moves that he has. And they are like kind of very biblical, aren't they? You know, comets flying out the sky and stuff like that. I'm almost tempted to actually find this game, track it down and play it just to face this guy.
Yeah.
Wow. That like a burning bush in there as well. Yeah, like earlier, mentioned about politics. I keep religion out of things as well, but yeah, that's a really impressive piece of art, isn't it? To be fair, you know, you see his physique there, and you see like the burning bush in like a tower. You know, a really, really nice, powerful piece of art. To be fair, the big flowing blonde locks. Okay. The Legends of Street Fighter, the music of Street Fighter 5, probably the best soundtrack in the whole saga. Okay, so the original soundtrack of Street Fighter 5 is the best and longest in the franchise. Okay, so yeah, I mean, possibly one for you vinyl folks. You know, Glenn, Jimmy, Jason, amongst others. I don't think Justin, one of our other friends of the channel and regular viewers of this series, don't think... Justin, do you collect vinyl, mate? I'm not sure, does he?
I'm not sure.
I'm really not sure. If anybody does, Justin probably will, because he likes his anime and all sorts of stuff. Big shout out there, fella. Okay, so the history of Capcom. So now we go to the return of Mega Man. After years in the dry dock, Capcom's Blue Robot returned in style. Okay, so it looks like as we're finishing the series, we're coming back to Resident Evil and Capcom. So it tells us a little bit about them and just shows us the striking artwork there. The Mega Man games are notoriously tricky. They are. The franchise I've said in the past I actually keep away from. I've played the games and I respect them and I love their place in history before anybody shoots me down, you know, but not really for me. Okay. Capcom Retro Station. Okay. Although Capcom is a company focused on software, its role as a prominent video game developer for arcade in the 80s and 90s allowed them to appeal to nostalgia with the launch of a miniature arcade machine. Did they indeed? There's one. My friends at Amazon will be I shall be having a little look as soon as the camera stops rolling. I'm notorious for my HDMI mini consoles. I think I own every one on the market. Have a look back at the catalogue below, guys. I've unboxed them all. Okay. So yeah, that is a look at it looks very much like the Neo Geo Mini, to be fair to me. It really does. With like that little sort of prominent joystick and well, it looks like a nice little machine, doesn't it?
Sure.
I'd suspect though it may well only be available in Japan when we're not hearing about it. I just import it.
Yeah.
Okay. Last image you go. If you'd be as kind.
There he is, the man himself. You can't really see his hair very well, but wait till you get him on the turntable.
Yeah, you'll see him fully in all his glory with the big flowing blonde locks. Okay, this guy, I'm not really sure how to describe him. This is Birdie. Okay, so yeah, an extremely crazy looking guy, a little bit of a biker punky kind of look, hasn't he? Okay. Oh, he's one of ours. Birdie, the British punk. A former wrestler with a passion for food and quirky haircuts. You're not kidding. Birdie's limited intelligence and belligerent nature have worked against him in the past, and he makes a precarious living from casual employment. Everything changed after his participation in the World Warrior tournament. And he says, I told you I would smash you. Hey, my clothes are stained with your blood. Help me clean it up. Obviously got a British sense of humour as well there, hasn't he? So there is our boy Birdie. I'll say the initial picture on the front there, I'm looking at the figure. Oh, is it Viscera from the WWE? I mean, I'm going back a long time now. Jimmy will remember him, and Jason. He was like a wrestler, big guy. And that was how the actual figure, when I seen it, just reminded me of Viscera. Okay. So, he says, you messed up my hairdo. I'll mash you like a potato. That reminds me, I'm starving. So, he obviously likes his grub as well, doesn't he? Okay, the greedy delinquent. Birdie's debut in the in the first Street Fighter 1987 saw him as a non-selectable character. I don't remember him. I really don't. The name Birdie is derived from golf, a trait he shared with Eagle, another British character who also made his first appearance in the original Street Fighter. Birdie and Eagle, of course, are golf terms, aren't they? Okay, so date of birth, 22nd of August, birthplace, the United Kingdom. Okay, height, 2'16", 2.16 metres, weight, 230 kilograms. Debut, Street Fighter 1987. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Some more of Birdie. Okay. So, hard as iron, he looks it as well, doesn't he, with chains on, to be fair. Birdie can attack his prey with a considerable range and inflict lethal damage. So he's a range fighter. Okay, so his moves, the main technique is called the bullhead stroke bullhorn. That's an overwhelming charge. I wouldn't want him charging at me, would you, to be fair?
No.
Skip to my chain, which is a jumping rope. Murder a chain, the ground crusher, and the birdie, which is a rain of headbutts. So he's a very big guy, tank, up close, personal. He's going to hurt, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He really is. But yeah, character you play?
Maybe.
Not for me. Although I do feel very, almost patriotic. Obviously seeing London in the background there with the telephone box and stuff. Okay. Any UK guys, which just presume like quite a few the subs are, would appreciate the art there, more so the telephone box and stuff. Any of you folks from abroad who've come to United Kingdom, you'd recognise or instantly recognise our red telephone boxes. Okay. Oh man. Street Fighter arcade sticks. This is in the Legend of Street Fighter section. A fighter's most important weapon is his mind and a good controller. Yeah, I think these were the actual sticks you could actually just plug in to when you were playing them. They're almost like arcade sticks. Reminds me very much of the Capcom arcade. I think there are some actual retro game machines that they can get. I think they're like Raspberry Pi based, if that means anything to anybody, emulated in cases like this. You normally see them on Amazon for about like £150, something like that, and you get like a selection of games, but these are the actual controllers, arcade quality controllers you probably buy to hook into your machines.
Yeah.
So the market for arcade sticks grew after the arrival of Street Fighter 4. Because I say originally, you used to just have like joysticks, also on like the computer. I'm thinking like your Commodore 64s, your Amigas, things like that.
Yeah.
And if you could have got your hands, your mitts on like an arcade stick at the time, if you're a big fan, you'd have loved that, you know what I mean? So they've obviously got their place in history there. I'm glad that they've shared that. Okay, illustrating the Capcom universe, Udon comic and art books. Okay, so that's Darkstalkers, that one there, isn't it? Monster Hunter, Mega Man, and one of my favourites, Ghosts and Goblins. So these are a set of illustrated books for all the various franchises. The art, because I mean, again, we've seen that with this episode with like all the soundtracks, so why not have some nice artwork?
Yeah.
Okay, and finishing off, the Art of Capcom collection. Now that'd be really good as well. The Capcom franchise portfolio in all its glory. So that's going to be all your fighters. The catalogue of art books developed by Udon is vast. Of these, the most outstanding are the 3 volumes that make up Udon's Art of Capcom collection, essential for fans of the Japanese company. Okay, so yeah, just showing us off like more kind of little knickknacks there for fans of the franchise to actually get into even more. And there they are. Just give me a closer look there, folks. Okay, so we just now need to see Birdie's figurine, if you will, Melody. So you see what I mean? You wrestling folks about Viscera. He's got that real vibe for me.
Yeah, he has.
So yeah, we will put all 4 of those fine folks, unique folks, on the turntable in just a few seconds for you to have a look at. All that remains to be said, guys, is if you're still here watching after nearly 25 minutes, thank you. If you're new here or you fell across the series, you like what you see, consider hitting that subscribe button. If not, thank you very much for your company for nearly half an hour of your day or your morning or your evening or whatever it is. All you returning folks, thank you as always. We really do appreciate your friendship, your support on the channel. Feel free to share with your retro loving buddies, and please leave me comments below. Let us know, have you played any of these fighters? What are your favourite fighters? What's your favourite figurine? Have you enjoyed the series? Are you sorry we're leaving and it's coming to an end? But no, me, it would be long before it's like another like 15 or 16 part series. Alright folks, waffled on long enough. That's all for now. We'll see you next month for the final episode in the Capcom Fanhome Street Fighter collection. See you later.
Bye-bye for now.